Last night you ordered dinner. The menu said $15 for a chicken bowl and $6 for a side. That's $21 of food. But you didn't pay $21. You paid $28. Maybe $32? Maybe more. You don't even check anymore. You just tap and swipe. The app already has your card saved. It takes 4 seconds to spend $35 on a meal you won't remember by Thursday. And that little habit, that easy, thoughtless 4-second habit, is one of the biggest reasons your bank account never grows. Nobody talks about this. So today, we will. Here's what the app doesn't show you up front. That $15 chicken bowl, the restaurant charges $12 in their store. The app marks it up 15% to 30% before you even see it. Then comes the delivery fee. That's $3 to $6. Then the service fee, another $2 to $4. Some apps charge a small order fee if you're under $15. Then there's the tip, because you're not going to leave zero, right? So a $12 meal in the store becomes $28 to $35 on your phone, and you barely noticed. That's by design. The app removes every friction point between you and spending. One-tap reorder, saved addresses, saved cards, push notifications at 6 p.m. when you're tired and hungry. A study from the National Bureau of Economic Research found that reducing checkout friction increases impulse purchases by up to 36%. These apps didn't remove friction to help you. They removed it to profit from you. Think about the last time you cooked at home. You had to plan what to make, go to the store or check the fridge, prep ingredients, cook, clean up. That whole process takes 45 minutes to an hour. Now think about the last time you ordered delivery. You opened the app, scrolled for 2 minutes, tapped a few buttons. Done. The food showed up at your door. Your brain didn't register that as spending money. It felt like pressing a button and getting a reward. That's exactly how it's supposed to feel. Behavioral economists call this the pain of paying. When you hand over cash, your brain physically registers discomfort. It hurts a little. That pain makes you think twice. But when you tap a screen, nothing. No friction, no discomfort, no pause. The money leaves your account and your brain doesn't even flinch. Now layer on top of that the time of day you order. According to data from delivery platforms, the peak ordering window is between 5:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. That's the exhaustion window. You just got home from work. You're tired. You're hungry. Your willpower is at its lowest. The app knows this. It sends you a notification right in that window. Maybe a $5 off coupon. Maybe free delivery on your next order. And because you're depleted, you don't calculate the real cost. You just tap. This isn't a willpower problem. This is an engineering problem. The app was designed by teams of people whose entire job is to make you order more often. They A/B test button colors. They optimize notification timing. They adjust surge pricing so the fee feels just low enough that you won't cancel. You are not weak for falling for this. You are the target of a billion-dollar system built to extract money from you at your most vulnerable moment. Time to look at the real numbers. Say you order delivery 3 times a week. That's a normal amount. Maybe Monday when you're exhausted, Wednesday because you're busy, Friday because it's the weekend. Each order averages $32. That's the national average for a single delivery order, according to data from industry research firms. So let's do the math together. $32 per order times 3 orders per week. That's $96 a week. $96 a week times 52 weeks in a year. That's $4,992, almost $5,000, just on delivery. Now let's compare. If you cook those same 3 meals at home, the average cost per meal drops to about $5 to $8. Let's call it $7 per meal. 3 meals at $7, that's $21 a week. $21 a week times 52 weeks, $1,092 a year. The difference? $4,992 minus $1,092 equals $3,900. You are spending $3,900 a year, more than you need to on 3 meals a week. Let that land for a second. $3,900. That's more than enough to build an emergency fund. That's enough to max out a Roth IRA, which is $7,000 a year, and you're already more than halfway there from one change. That's enough to pay off a $3,000 credit card balance in full. That's a round-trip international flight. That's 3 months of car payments on a reliable used car. And here's the part that might sting a little. If you order more than 3 times a week, maybe 4 or 5, you're closer to $7,000 to $8,000 a year. The average American spends $3,600 a year on delivery and takeout combined, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But frequent users spend double or triple that. If you've been ordering delivery regularly for the last 3 years, you may have spent over $15,000 on food that came in a bag, and you probably can't name a single meal. Here's what most people don't realize. Delivery apps don't make most of their money from delivery fees. They make it from 3 places you never see. First, restaurant markups. The app charges restaurants 15% to 30% commission on every order. Restaurants can't afford to eat that cost, so they raise their menu prices on the app. That $12 bowl becomes $15 or $16. You pay more without knowing. Second, subscription traps. The app offers you a monthly pass for $9.99. Free delivery on every order. Sounds like a deal, right? But research shows that people with delivery subscriptions order 2 to 3 times more often than people without them. The subscription doesn't save you money. It makes you spend more. You feel like you're wasting the subscription if you don't use it. That's the sunk cost trap. Third, dynamic pricing. Prices change based on demand, time of day, and your location. That $4 delivery fee at 3 p.m. becomes $8 at 6:30 p.m. The app doesn't always tell you, and you don't always notice. These companies reported combined revenues of over $20 billion last year. They didn't earn that by giving you a good deal. They earned it by making spending invisible. Every feature, the one-tap order, the save favorites, the push notifications, exists to keep you spending without thinking. The product isn't the food. The product is your habit. Now here's the objection you might be thinking. I'm busy, I'm tired, I don't have time to cook every night. That's fair. And honestly, you don't have to cook every night. The goal isn't to never order delivery again. The goal is to stop doing it on autopilot. Even cutting from 3 orders a week to 1 saves you $3,328 a year. That's real money. So here's a simple 3-step approach. Step 1, delete the apps for 30 days. Not forever, just 30 days. When the app isn't on your phone, the friction comes back. You'd have to re-download it, log in, re-enter your card. Most of the time, that's enough to make you think twice. A study from Duke University found that 40% of daily actions are habits, not conscious choices. Removing the trigger breaks the loop. Step 2, meal prep 3 dinners on Sunday. You don't need to be a chef. Rice, protein, vegetables. Buy a rotisserie chicken for $6. Make a pot of rice for $1. Roast some frozen vegetables for $2. That's 3 meals for $9. Compare that to $96 on delivery. Step 3, set a delivery budget. After the 30 days, if you want the apps back, keep them, but set a firm limit, maybe $50 a month. That's about $600 a year instead of $5,000. Put the rest, the $3,700 you're saving, into a savings account, a debt payment, or an investment. Automate the transfers so you never see the money. It goes straight to your future instead of a delivery bag. 2 people, both making $50,000 a year, same city, same rent, same bills. Person A orders delivery 4 times a week. Average order, $32. That's $128 a week. $6,656 a year going to delivery food. She doesn't track it. She doesn't think about it. It's just what she does after work. After 5 years, person A has spent $33,280 on delivery. She has no emergency fund. She has $4,000 in credit card debt, and she still feels like she can never get ahead. Person B used to do the same thing, same habit, same spending, but she watched a video like this one, and something clicked. She deleted the apps for 30 days. She started prepping 3 meals a week. She set a delivery budget of $50 a month. Now she spends $600 a year on delivery instead of $6,656. That's a difference of $6,056 every single year. She puts $500 a month into a high-yield savings account earning 4.5% interest. After 5 years, person B has $33,400 saved. She has a fully funded emergency fund. She started a Roth IRA. She paid off her credit card, same paycheck, same city, same starting point. The only difference is person B stopped spending on autopilot. She didn't earn more money. She just kept more of the money she already had. That's the shift. That's what changes everything. This is not about shaming you for ordering food. Everybody orders food sometimes. This is about knowing the real cost and choosing anyway. Once you see the math, you can't unsee it. And that's the point. You're not someone who spends without thinking anymore. You're someone who knows exactly where her money goes. This was never your fault. Nobody taught you to check the real total. Nobody showed you the fees hiding behind one-tap checkout. But now you know. And knowing changes everything. Subscribe to She Starts today. Share this with someone who orders delivery every week. She needs to see this too.